Taken from her home on October 7th, held by Hamas for 55 days, enduring horrific abuse, becoming the first hostage to speak about the sexual violence she endured in captivity, and now speaking out at a White House conference marking International Day for the Elimination of Sexual Violence and Conflict. This is former hostage Amit Soussana.
As difficult as it is for me to speak out, to talk to you about this very private, intimate experience that happened to me, it is far more difficult to stay silent. I don't see myself as a victim. I am a strong, independent woman, and no one can change that. The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being, under any circumstances. I must speak about the horrible things that are probably still happening there to innocent women and men. My recovery depends on the rescue of my sisters and brothers who are still there. My wounds cannot even begin to heal as long as their suffering continues.
The event was hosted by U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, who mirrored Soussana's concerns, saying that testimonies of Hamas's use of sexual violence will only increase when additional hostages are released.
In the days after October 7, I saw images of bloodied Israeli women abducted. Then it came to light that Hamas committed rape and gang rape at the Nova Music Festival. And I just met with Amit, a survivor who has bravely come forward with her account of sexual violence while she was held captive by Hamas. These testimonies, I fear, will only increase as more hostages are released.
This comes amid emerging reports that an anonymous senior Israeli negotiator told AFP that dozens of hostages are alive with certainty. This conflicts with Hamas's statement that the terror organization has no idea how many hostages are still alive, and a report from U.S. officials in April estimating that most of the Gaza hostages are dead. The senior Israeli negotiator further said that we cannot leave them in there for a long time, they will die. Outrage from the Israeli public continues to grow as a deal to return the hostages remains elusive. Hostage families have been holding near daily protests, both to return the hostages and to call for the dissolution of the current Netanyahu government.
The last 8 months have been an emotional rollercoaster for me and the other hostage families, and I think that without a struggle and without the protest, this deal will also be put down, and we're here to tell the government and shout for them to close the deal and to bring them home.
And while pressure for a deal continues to mount, a newly surfaced document has revealed that the IDF and intelligence systems knew of Hamas's plan to kidnap residents of southern Israel, weeks before the October 7th massacre took place. The document, titled End-to-End Raid Training, was distributed in mid-September and described in detail the series of exercises conducted by Hamas's elite fighter units and the expected number of hostages they would take, between 200 and 250 people. On October 7th, Hamas kidnapped some 250 Israeli and foreign nationals to Gaza. And now, 8 months later, 120 hostages still remain in Hamas captivity, waiting to be brought home.